So Crystal Dynamics did an interview with DualShockers a couple days ago where they said that the Xbox One X version of Rise of the Tomb Raider will be the highest fidelity version available. What is going on, guys? Randall Thor 19, the man with the million, back again with another video. And if you missed it yesterday, I posted a video about the 1 month lead up to the Xbox One X. And if you are hyped for the system, like I am, looking forward to it, or if you're don't really need it, don't really want it, doesn't have the games, check that video out and make sure you post in the comments if you're hyped for the system or if you're not hyped, if you're just a nah. Now this was sent to me by a couple subscribers, and as I will do from time to time, I'll make a video about it. And the interesting thing here is that Crystal Dynamics Senior Brand Director Rich Briggs was talking about the Xbox One X version of Rise of the Tomb Raider. And you know what? Kudos to Crystal Dynamics for getting Rise of the Tomb Raider back in people's consciousness again. This is a game that is 2 years old now at this point. Came out on Xbox One and Xbox 360 back in 2015. Came out on PlayStation 4 last year. And here we are, still talking about Rise of the Tomb Raider in 2017. Now, granted, the game is really, really good. I really enjoyed that game. I just still find it funny that, we are talking about this version of the game when it's 2 years old. But I digress. Good work, Crystal Dynamics, on making people think of Rise of the Tomb Raider. But, so he said a couple interesting things in this article. And one of the things that he mentioned that I found interesting was that this is the highest fidelity version of the game, and that's even talking with a PS4 Pro version, which we knew it would be better than the PS4 Pro, but also the PC version. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I could have sworn the PC version of Rise of the Tomb Raider was actually a really good version and was in native 4K. But this is what he says. Now, this is the developer quote. This isn't like my opinion on the matter. So if you're going to get upset at me, well, you're a little wrong here. You should take your anger out on Crystal Dynamics, because this is what he is saying about this game on the Xbox One X. He says the difference here is that this is the first time we were able to deliver a true native 4K signal. For that reason, this is the highest fidelity version of Tomb Raider that we've ever put out. So, I mean, is this all just kind of marketing hype, right? To get people to maybe consider getting Rise of the Tomb Raider on the X because that is the new system that is coming out? I mean, because he's basically saying that the X version has more fidelity than the PC version, which I could have sworn was native 4K. I'm not really sure. I'm sure somebody in the comments below will let me know if that is the case. But like I said, it's a good job, Crystal Dynamics, of getting this game back into the news. I mean, you don't see a lot of press for games that are more than 2 years old, but Rise of the Tomb Raider got press with the Xbox One in 2015, when it came out again on the PS4 in 2016, and now the Xbox One X version in 2017. Now, I do own this game, and I do have a few achievements left. They added some after the DLC, so I might be interested in taking a look at this game after I kind of play through all the newer stuff, because that is what I'm really focused on. And I really like the fact that there are the 3 modes that you can run the game in. You have the Enriched Visual mode, which they say adds volumetric fog, better anti-aliasing, true reflections, denser foliage, and it runs at 30 frames, 4K checkerboarded. It also has the native 4K mode, which says here offers that true and pure 4K signal. Don't you just love it how these developers talk about 4K, where they talk about it has a true and pure 4K signal, like they're talking about cocaine. Give me that pure cocaine, baby. That pure stuff. Give me that pure 4K. I don't know. I find it kind of funny myself, and I had a chuckle when reading the article. And of course, there's also the high frame rate mode that runs at 60 FPS across most of the game, and they even admit that it will drop in places frame rate, but he says that 90% of the game will run at 60 frames with some drops here and there. But man, I mean, I don't know, is this claim about the highest fidelity version right? I mean, they are Crystal Dynamics, they did make the game, and they are pretty much implying that this is the best looking version, even counting the PC version. So I just kind of wonder at that. You know, I kind of question that. I'm like, I know the PC version's, I think, native 4K. Are they saying the X version is better? Or is it more of a case of like pure marketing? They want to get people talking about this version of the game, and what better way than to talk about how this game gives you that pure 4K and it's their best version ever, and everybody should go replay the game or double dip on it. Or hey, if you didn't play it the first time, now is the time. If you have the X, you know, you get more immersed in the game. I mean, they even talk about some of the immersion stuff, like when Laura goes to Syria at the beginning of the game, you're overlooking a valley and you can see the town being attacked, but only before you could see explosions in the distance. But on the X, you can actually see the debris coming off the building. Or in the domed area of the Prophet's Tomb, you can see all the individual leaves, while in the Remnants Valley, you can watch across the hub area and clearly see all the collectibles and challenge you may want to do afterwards. And he says that people will get immersed and, you know, they will want to try this version out. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Is the Xbox One X version the best version of Tomb Raider, the highest fidelity version, even when compared to the PC version? Because that is their statement. Does that make you want to play this game if you haven't played it already? Does that make you want to replay the game if you've already played it one time to see kind of the extra stuff they put into it? And if you are going to play it, what mode are you going to play it in? Are you going to play it in enriched mode with the checkerboarded 4K 30 frames, that native 4K mode that gives you that pure and true 4K that people crave? Or are you going to play in the the high frame rate mode at 60 frames? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button. Consider subscribing for more content. Hope everybody has a good rest of the day, and I'll see everybody in the next video. Later, guys.